All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Handstand in 30. It's day 2. We are talking about shapes. So we kind of went into this yesterday with this tuck, straddle, pike. We'll go over a couple more later in the program that you can kind of do against the wall. We weren't going to focus on them too much freestanding, but just really wanted to break that down. But first, let's get into that routine warm-up. All right, so again, remember the warm-up. Just gonna do some wrist circles both ways, kind of get them nice and loose. Switch the way they're interlaced. Doesn't seem like it'd make a big difference, but definitely hit some different spots, you know. There we go. Then remember, we're putting pressure on our wrists in a couple different positions. So from here, fingers forward, rock forward, then back a couple times. If you want to, you can kind of go in a circle with it. Make sure you go both ways if you do the little circle option. Remember, we're keeping tension in those fingers. Don't just kind of like let your fingers relax. You really want to be intentional, just like you're up in that handstand. Awesome, and then we're gonna switch to out for this one. And still kind of go in a circle, but just remember to really be leaning over to one side. Awesome. Shake it out a little bit. Maybe do some more wrist circles. And backwards. Oh, wow. This is always the most painful one for me. Feels so good, though. Still keeping tension in those fingers. Awesome. And then remember, we're going to do the same thing, but instead of with our palm, the back of our hand. So facing forward. Really be cautious, careful, gentle when you're doing it this way. It's a little bit more sensitive than when you're doing it with your palm. And then fingers facing you. First half of the warm-up there. All right, so remember yesterday we were saying that the rock-ups kind of count as an extension of the warm-up. That's still true, but we're gonna kind of blend the warm-up and the actual main course together here just a little bit, because today we're really focusing on those shapes. So we're still gonna do our 5 rock-ups in each shape as the extension of the warm-up, but then we are going to kind of start playing around with those shapes and rocking up and coming down in different shapes, if that makes sense. You'll kind of get it once I demonstrate as the actual kind of main course here. So ready? We got our tuck, our straddle, and our pike here. So 5 of each. Awesome. Remember, it's not really about holding it too much because this is part of the warm-up. We're just really trying to get some weight through our shoulders, more weight into our wrists, and just kind of prepare our body for being inverted. 5 in the straddle. Three. Five. Oh. And now for the hardest one, pikes. He's gonna suck. One, two, three, 4, and 5. Take a nice little break, shake it out, and we'll get back to it. Alright, so our main little skill segment consists of 2 different things. We're going to be playing with rocking up in different shapes and then coming down in a different shape, and then also using those shapes to actually fully extend. I know we didn't really do that yesterday. We're probably gonna start doing that pretty much every day from now on. So yeah, here we go. So to kind of demonstrate that first concept, what I kind of mean is right now I'm gonna tuck up and I'm gonna try to come down in a straddle. So we tuck up, down in the straddle. Okay, and then from here we're gonna straddle up, pike down, or pike up, tuck down, etc., etc. Ready? Straddle up, pike down. Turn this way so you guys can see a little bit better. Pike up, tuck down. Then we'll kind of go in that cycle for a little bit. Maybe do that twice, and then kind of switch up the rotation of what goes up and down. So we'll do pike up, or tuck up, straddle down again. Oh, whoa, whoops. I'll call it good. I'll straddle down, or straddle up, pike down. And then pike up, tuck down. Awesome. Go ahead, shake that out a little bit. All right, we're gonna shake it up just a little bit. We're gonna pike up, straddle down, straddle up, tuck down. Okay, so kind of reversing the order a little bit here. Not exactly, but you get what I'm saying? So we're going to pike up, straddle down, not a super good one, but we'll call it good. Then we're gonna straddle up, tuck down, and then we're just gonna tuck up, straddle down, kind of reverse the order. So then we'll straddle the pike. There we go. And go back. So here, here, then reversing it. All right, shake it out a little bit. Next, we're gonna fully extend in those shapes. All right, guys, part 2, the main skill portion. We're just gonna take those 3 basic shapes. We're gonna tuck, do that rock up, but then we're gonna fully extend. We're gonna do an entry, I guess is what it's called. Tuck entry, straddle entry, pike entry, 5 of each. Again, doesn't really matter if you hold it too long, just as long as the entry is good and you feel like for your skill level where you're at, it was good enough to call it 1 attempt. Okay. Not going great. There we go. Okay. 4. And last one for the tucks. No, not counting that one at all. Not even gonna count that one. Alright guys, now it's time for the straddles. Just a reminder that in between shapes, in those 5 attempts, it's a good idea to kind of sit down, take a little break, roll the wrists out, just relax for a little bit, because this shouldn't necessarily be like a super intense workout. This isn't conditioning or anything, right? This is skill acquisition. Before you can condition a skill, right, you have to acquire it. And skill acquisition practice requires a certain amount of focus, patience, and intention that you can't necessarily give when you're just trying to rush through reps, right? So, again, squirrel. Anyway, so we're acquiring the skill first, being intentional about every rep. Bro, why are you looking at me like that? Crackhead. Anyway, we're acquiring the skill, being intentional about every rep, and later in the program we'll kind of get into some conditioning so that we can have our bodies be more fit in order to make the skill that we have acquired a little bit more pristine, okay? Anyway, that's my rant. 5 straddles. Oh, wasn't my best, but I'll count it as a rep. Alright, there we go. We're gonna count that as 1 because they both weren't super good, but like I said, 4 sometimes. 2 mediocre ones counts as 1 rep. Right. 3. It's a little too slow with bringing the legs together there, but we'll count that. 3. Maybe 3.5. Yeah, we'll say those 2 count as 1. Call that 4. Hopefully this next one will be good. Alright, ready? Oh! Jinxed it. There we go. Oh, nice. And that's it for the straddles. Take a little rest, recovery, before we get into the pikes. And now for the pikes. Alright. Let's see. These have low-key been feeling a little bit better than the straddles, oddly, so hopefully it goes well. Let's go. 5. Oh. Oh, wow. We'll count that as one. But hopefully it gets a little bit better, because those were not better than the straddles, let me tell you that. Alright. 2. Oh, man. Not going good today. But progress isn't linear. Sometimes you feel good, sometimes you don't. It's all about just showing up and making that incremental progress every day. Oh god, we're just gonna count those 4s too. Oh man. Hot dog. I'm gonna take a little break here. Couple more. Oh man. I actually felt like a good entry, and then I think I kind of fudged it up by just thinking about holding it too much. Alright. Alright, one more and I'm gonna call it good. Sometimes if the practice isn't going great, you don't want to just keep forcing it, because you want every rep to be good rather than just forcing a bunch of bad reps. You want that muscle memory to be on point, right? You don't want to just get into the habit of throwing a bunch of bad reps and thinking that the more bad reps you throw, the better it'll get, you know? Of course, if you're having an off day like I am, it's not the end of the world, but you got to kind of realize where that volume comes into play, and quality as well. Oh, that was decent. I'll count that. Have that be the last one for my pikes. After this, we're just going to kind of get into some kick-ups for another 10, 20 reps. And then it'll be good. All right, now I got the 10 to 20. Just free kick-ups is kind of free practice. Take it at your own pace. Feel free to pause the video, play the video, double speed, whatever you gotta do. Just try to get 10 to 20 good kick-up handstands. Okay, let's do it. I'll count that as one. Maybe go from this side. Oh, that can't be one though. There we go. Count that as 2. Three. 4. I'll count that. That was pretty controlled. No. Count those 2 as 1. Call it 5. Man, started off as such a good day, but I'm a little tired from work. Just kind of has gone downhill a little bit here, but just got to keep chipping away at it. This will be 6. Seven. Man, almost feels like I'm at an incline this way. I think I might be. Oh well. And 8. 9. There we go. Finally got a good one in. And number 10. Here we go. Oh, okay. Can't count that one as the last one. Oh. All right. There we go. Victory backflip. Oh, yeah. A little slow on the rotation on that one, but height felt good. All right, y'all, switching up the scenery a little bit. Let's see. Here maybe. Toe taps. So for this drill, just gonna line up over yourself, bring one foot out here where you normally would be if you're in a free handstand. Then you're just gonna try to meet that foot with your other foot here. So here, then you're gonna switch off. Here, here, just like that. Cartwheel off or walk out. It's up to you. All right, y'all. So we're gonna do this slightly different. I know I said we were gonna do a hit style type of thing this time. If you're not doing the toe taps, I want you to just hold handstand on the wall, okay? Try to get kind of close. Ready, and we're gonna start. 1, 2, 3. Now. So toe taps, 10 seconds. Whoop, there we go. Hold it. And toe taps. Oh, that's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. We're gonna have to find a different way to do that. For now, I'm gonna say put on 3-minute timer and kind of do your best, okay? Or 5-minute timer, sorry. And do your best. Shake it out, shake it out. Oh, fuck. All right. I'm going back up, guys. Nice and controlled like that. Oh God, coming down. Oh. God damn. Okay, so probably about 20-25 seconds. That's where I'm at. So I'd say if you're a real beginner, maybe 5-10 seconds each time you go up. Try to do some toe taps, and then at the end, just hold that handstand. All right, ready? A little bit overboard on that one. Let me show you what you can do if you don't have a wall. I want you to just start in the plank, walk your toes up as far as you can get them. Walk out. Just like that. Alright, y'all. That's my 5 minutes. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging in there. See you tomorrow.